6 states of the Federation will on Tuesday meet with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) and the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) over the security votes in their respective domains. Spokesman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, Abdulrazak Bello Barkindo, said also expected at the meeting are the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS). The planned meeting, which will be virtual, is to ensure full attendance by all the relevant officers in the matter. Bello Barkindo stated that the governors as well as the economic and financial agencies in the country will use the opportunity to iron out thorny issues surrounding their state security votes towards establishing a better option for managing the funds. Apart from the facilities for national financial inclusion, the governors will propose uniform development and cooperation on the National Addressing and Postcode Project, which will put Nigeria on the same pedestal as all advanced countries across the globe. Nigeria Union of Pensioners (NUP) has called on the governors in the southwest zone of the country to immediately implement the consequential adjustment and the 35% increment in pensions for retirees to lessen their suffering. NUP has also pleaded with the incoming government of the President-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to create a ministry that will saddle solely with the responsibility of addressing the plight of retirees in the country. The meeting was attended by the chairman and secretaries of NUP from Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Osun, Lagos, and Ekiti states. Speaking after the meeting, the Zonal Public Relations Officer of NUP in the zone, Olusegun Abaton, said the creation of the ministry will turn the fortunes of pensioners around in the country.
I want to appeal to those new governors or those that have had their mandate renewed to step up their interests in the affairs of pensioners. And so we are appealing to the President-elect to please take the matter of pensioners as a serious matter.
Nigerian Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka said Nigerians will not stop demanding to restructuring of the Nigerian Federation. Soyinka, who stated this during an interview, said the government of President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu must place a renewed focus on the persistent calls for restructuring. Otherwise, his programs and policies will face serious challenges. The elder statesman's comment is coming ahead of the inauguration of the new administration on May the 29th.
Whoever it is must understand the fact that this country will not cease, the people will not cease demanding a restructuring of this nation. And the sooner it is addressed as part and parcel of the process of governance, of making laws, of debating, of even economic reforms, fiscal attributions, etc., devolution of power within what is possible along the way to the lower tiers of governance, in which I'm always more interested than the Senate. And so there must be that focus, the good governance, but also a view of the direction of society. If the two do not go pari passu, the incoming regime will fail, because new voices are being heard, and they are more powerful than before. They are not just whining voices. They are voices based on actualities. We have failed in so many directions, and they are saying, let us debate this particular direction. Let's try this direction. And you cannot ignore it.
Nigeria Nobel laureate there, Professor Wole Soyinka. The federal government is to deploy the newly acquired 12 billion naira firefighting vehicles to the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano. Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, made this known by presenting the 8 firefighting vehicles to the Aeronautical Rescue and Firefighting Services of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAAN. Sirika noted that the provisions of critical safety equipment was essential in the prevention of recurrence of accidents. He noted that the fostering safety and security of flight operations focus has been placed on the rehabilitation and upgrade of infrastructure, capacity building, and manpower development. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, has alerted Nigerians to the existence of a fake Twitter handle purportedly belonging to the Presidential Transition Council, PTC. Mustafa explained that the existence of the fake Twitter handle before February 2023 exposed the irresponsible and calculated attempt by its handlers to disseminate inaccurate and tainted information to unsuspecting members of the public. Mustafa advised the public to discountenance a fake Twitter account and use the official account handle of the PTC for genuine and accurate information on its activities. The 1 p.m. news on Splash 105.5 FM. We now move on to the foreign scene. British Passport Office workers have begun a 5-week strike in the increasingly bitter civil service dispute over jobs, pay, pensions and conditions. More than 1,000 members of the Public and Commercial Services Union, PCS, at 8 sites walked out in an escalation of the long-running row. Public and Commercial Services Union General Secretary Mark Sawotka said picket lines will be mounted outside the offices in Glasgow, Durham, Liverpool, Southport, Peterborough, London, Belfast and Newport in Wales. The union said those taking action will be supported by a strike fund. Sawotka had written to the government calling for urgent talks in a bid to resolve the dispute. He had accused ministers of treating his own employees differently to others in the public sector after negotiations were held with unions representing health workers and teachers. Russian investigators have detained a woman in the hunt for the killing of a pro-war blogger, Valdlen Tatarsky, in the blast at a St. Petersburg cafe. Daria Trapova, age 26, was earlier placed on the Interior Ministry's wanted list, and her arrest was later confirmed by Russia's investigative committee. Russian media reported that Tatarsky was passed as tattooed shortly before the blast, and there is speculation the device could have been hidden inside. Russian authorities say they are investigating an attack in the center of Russia's second biggest city as a high-profile murder. And finally, sports news. Chelsea has sacked manager Graham Potter after a string of poor results left the team 11th in the English Premier League, EPL. Potter had been signed by Chelsea's new owners in September after they hired him from Brighton and Hove Albion. But the Englishman has now lasted just 31 games, winning only 12 before the owners pulled the trigger. Potter oversaw wins in the UEFA Champions League, where they topped their group after beating AC Milan twice and knocked out Borussia Dortmund. But their domestic league form nosedived as they fell out of the top 4 and into the bottom half of the table. Just before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. State governors to meet EFCC, CBN over security votes. Presidential Transition Council has raised alarm over fake Twitter account. UK Passport Office staff have commenced a 5-week strike over pay and pensions. And Chelsea sacked manager Graham Potter with club 11th in the English Premier League. For more details on the news, we urge you to please visit our website at www.splashfm1055.com. And now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, opinion poll, And you can also report an event live to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and then click to download. We've now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawale, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I'm Oluwaseun Akinola, thanking you for investing your time with us. Good afternoon.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Splash FM 105.5.
My people, no let new naira and cashless matter worry you. Up Bank day your phone, 500 naira a week day. So if you want send mama money, I be to buy a Maka recharge card. To give customer money, I be customer want give you money. Up day your phone, 500 naira a week day. My people, your phone number, na ATM card and account number. Oh.
Yes, so enjoy better life with Hope Wallet. Dial *569*9# on your phone. Select Open Wallet. Put your details and fiam, your wallet does set. Hope PS Bank go sama you 500 naira a woof. Terms and conditions dey. Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Ladies and gentlemen, please come around. Let me introduce you to Chief and his beautiful wife. They will fix you in a company where you will be working, give you accommodation, and pay you handsomely, especially if you're up and doing. You'll be fed twice. You know what? Follow that young boy. It will show you to your rooms so you can rest and prepare for the job ahead of you.
Thank you, Madam Cash.
You're welcome, Chief.
How these ones even look very strong. And I am sure they can do all kinds of job, including...
Chief, don't worry. Use them as you like. They have become your property. But don't forget where I'm called Cash Madam. The alert is very important, Chief?
Don't worry.
Stop human trafficking. These persons are humans like you. Let's end the crime against humanity. This message is from JDPC Ibadan in conjunction with Religious Sisters of Charity with support from Mission Kara.
Babies are God's gifts to parents, and breast milk is God's gift to babies. It contains all the important nutrients and minerals your baby needs, including water, for the first 6 months. Give your baby breast milk only.